You're listening to the smooth jazz of Cap and Crown. Yeah. Listen, guys. YouTube, Blow Your Gang, MFFLs. I said MFFLs. Podcast listeners. Podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown, where we talk about the things that we like, the things that we don't like about the game that we love, and that's the NBA. I'd like to welcome y'all, man, to another episode. I believe this is episode 11. No. Let's go no Kyrie. Or should it be no Isaiah Thomas?
Could have been no Clay.
No Clay. There you go. No Golden State Clay. But listen, y'all, we definitely are glad y'all guys are here, rocking with us for another episode. If you're new to the channel, into NBA content, man, whether it be new or old, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, to everybody, hit them likes, y'all. Let's get them likes up tonight, man. We're doing pretty well on them likes. We definitely need y'all's help a little bit more to try to help us build that algorithm up to find more NBA fans like yourselves. Got them last one for y'all today, man. Y'all already know what we about to do today, man. We about to talk about the playoffs. Adam Silver made some comments, and might need to start calling this the Rashard McCants show, man. Because we always seem to be talking about Rashard McCants, man. He made some more comments. King agreed with him. So we're gonna talk about them also too, man. But King, you ready, man?
I am, bro. Let's do this.
Listen, man, you already know how we do this, man. We gotta start this off with I was told.
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 Adam Silver, take it away.
Is there anything about how the NBA is covered that you would change?
You know, it's interesting. Your companies enjoy basketball. And I mean, I respect the job the media does. And it's not a suggestion that people shouldn't ask tough questions or be critical or talk about things they don't like about the game. But I would say, and it goes exactly to your production company, Enjoy Basketball, that sometimes I think they don't spend enough time talking about why people love this game. And, you know, recently I was at a meeting with Mike Krzyzewski, former coach at Duke, and he condensed it with this headline. He said we should educate people about the game and celebrate the game. Educate and celebrate. And I feel, I wish there was more of that.
Let me see. King, you know what he deserves?
Plus. Standing ovation, no Jeezy.
Listen, Adam Silver is preaching the gospel of the NBA. This is a conversation I know me and you have had a gajillion times. I remember I voiced my frustrations a couple years back, maybe from last 2 years, I guess I should say. I voiced my frustration on how the NBA is covered. I've been saying this for the longest. I think we talked about this on one of the members only, maybe a couple of the members only shows. We talked about how the NBA is being covered. And I think this kind of goes back to something that I said. I guess it was a good part of I was told. I said this about the fact that when I asked you about the Amazon signing, and we talked about the fact that TNT don't have, the NBA coverage no more. It is now Amazon. And I asked you, because remember, TNT was supposed to think they were suing the NBA because they chose Amazon over them. I think we heard something about TNT outbidding them or whatever it was. And I remember I asked you, I said, do you think they did that because Adam Silver is not pleased by the way that they're being covered? I understand people say, oh, it's entertaining, blah, blah, blah. But you heard what he just said in that last little piece he said there in that quote. And I've been saying this for the longest. We need these guys who are former players to educate these people. You need them to educate the people. We're not getting that. We're getting a lot of hate from these guys and a lot of misinformation being spewed out there. We talk about that a million times on this show. We talk about it a million times off camera. We talk about this all the time. And that's what's hurting the league. It's what's hurting the brand. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of casuals out there You know what I'm saying? Go listen to these guys who don't want to do the research and do the homework themselves. I'd rather just read the cliff notes from these guys because they played the game before, so they should know what they're talking about. But then you always hear them saying stuff that's like, yo, got this head scratching. We got a player we're gonna talk about later on who says some head scratching stuff. But you know what I'm saying? So the point I'm making is, bro, with this, amen to Adam Silver. I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna let them before you give your take. Do you think Adam Silver can? So are they? Is it a partnership with them, the NBA, and so can they tell them not necessarily tell them what to say, but can they tell them how to present them, right? Because I'm paying you to present me. Can the league do that?
And in a way they can with like the contract. So that's when you negotiate new contracts. If you aren't doing what I expect you to do, it's like anything else. If I was selling a product, if you Walmart and I'm selling a product at your store and I don't like what's going on there or whatever like that, then I stop selling it when the contract's done or whatever. So that's the way he takes care of it. I think that's what, like you said, standing on business, whatever, with TNT and that type of stuff, and probably ESPN as well. I know he knows ESPN is the major network for sports or whatever, so he's not going to take him right away from there. But it's kind of like a warning. I think this is maybe like the second time I heard him kind of like, he talked about it more in this interview. Like before, he talked about it a little bit, like gave a little jab when LeBron was talking about it before. But this is when he actually elaborated on it. So I think they are looking that way. And as we said multiple times, I think even when we talked about, I think it was the first show about the media and how they can move forward and all, that basically Adam Silver and them got to make them talk about the game a different way. This is the only sport where the guys from the past do not, help the future. They don't push the game forward. And for some reason, they have to change that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I was wondering that one day. I'm like, because, well, matter of fact, I think when you sent this to me, and I was like, that's what kind of my mind went to. It's like, so I'm paying you to push out my product, right? Mm-hmm. Can I tell you how to do it, or is it like, yo, I mean, like, how I don't know how that works.
I mean, you can
like, can you tell them to not cut the nonsense out? I guess it's suggest. Okay,
I think it's more of a suggestion, and then like you still run your network. I still wanted to be on yours. It's a partnership, like you say, and then if you don't feel that partnership works, then like I said, when negotiating time comes, when you got to go to the table, then you got to go to the table.
I'm thinking wrong about it. I think it's ESPN pays the NBA to produce to show their product, push their product. It's not the NBA.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. I always wondered that. I'm like, if you like, you can't tell them to kind of like, you gotta dial that back or whatever.
They're paying you money. You feel me? So, like they're paying you money. Well, you're trying to get money at the same time. It's a catch-22, I guess, with your morals and trying to get money. It's like, I want them to push the game the right way and to promote the game the right way, but at the same time, ESPN is giving the big boy money. So do I say, hey, I'm not going to put my game on ESPN and miss out on that amount of money, or it got to be a comfortable medium. So I don't know. I think he is sending shots though.
Do you see them leaving ESPN at any point?
Not anytime soon. ESPN will really have to fall off. Like, there's no one. It's not that ESPN is falling off. Like, it's just them in sports media. I think sports media in general is falling off. So they would have to like leave.
Yeah,
television.
I don't want people to keep thinking we just saying ESPN. When we talk about the national media, because Sports Illustrated, like you said, Fox, all of them.
Yeah, all of them. So I don't see anybody else taking that as long as they're on. You feel me? Like cable TV and all that stuff. ESPN got them, and ESPN and ABC are like one, right? All under Disney, I think now. So I don't see them getting rid of that anytime soon. But maybe if one day they decide to go away from TV in general, just go like apps or something like that, then maybe they'll get away from ESPN.
So what you think they're gonna wait and see how they thrive with this whole NBC and Amazon deal?
I think so. I think this next year gonna be a major deal with that. Like I said, at some point,
this gonna be the test.
Yeah, I would love for them to have. They should get like they need to get rid of NBA League Pass and maybe like combine it with like an Amazon or like a Peacock or something like that, where you can actually go there. Because I know right now, I believe Peacock has, like I said before, a WWE network on there right now, which is going to switch over to Netflix eventually. But like, if an NBA got something like that, where you can actually go and see old NBA type stuff and then the new games and that type of stuff, I think, basically what League Pass supposedly, but League Pass is trash though, and League Pass has been out for years and still been trash. So,
I mean, you would think, bro, when they signed that deal with Amazon, that that's something they could probably, kind of keep in the back on the back
hope
burner.
So. I hope so.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why League Pass is still trash. It's been too long, and they made too much money off of that for it to still be
League
trash.
Pass been around for a minute, so you're right. I don't know why they still.
Bro. There was a point where League Pass was just on cable TV. Remember where you had the channels or whatever like that you got. So and it's been
when I had AT&T, I think AT&T cable, bro, it had at the back of the cable.
That's what the back of it. Yep, at the top of with the high numbers or whatever like that. And then like I said, wanting down though, they had the app though I feel like for years now too. I feel like the app's been around for at least a decade, if not longer. So
yeah, it's been around for a while.
For them to have an app now for that long and still not, I don't know, that's trash. That's dirty by the NBA, and they get too much money for that. Like I said, it costs you about $200 almost if you get it at the beginning of the season.
You think it'd be messing up because there's too many people on there, or it's just them in general being
by
trash?
Then, does Netflix always mess up? Aren't people always on Netflix?
Good point.
On Prime and all. Like I understand when you're at the beginning of something and it's like a new thing and it's a server, you need a bunch of servers and all that to take care of everybody. But after being $1 billion business and having an app for like a decade, nah, you shouldn't be
100 years.
Yeah, like you shouldn't be going through that. That's ridiculous. I mean, you need to get rid of the app or get rid of whoever runs the app.
I mean, because we're moving to the app, I guess, era. Like you said, everybody's starting to condense things into apps.
Yep.
Cable's starting to be done away. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised. I think they're gonna kind of give this little test run with Amazon and NBC and all that. Like you said, Amazon is a perfect place to where if you want to do a NBA League Pass type thing, you could do it on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? That'd be perfect. Like you said, like what they did with Peacock and they doing with Netflix and all that.
Do it as a Prime. You're right. I'm with you. Make it a Prime thing where it's just Amazon.
It's with your Prime. Like you pay like what we pay we pay $10, I think, or whatever it is. I forgot what it is. But then if you want to add the League Pass package,
throw like extra $5 or something
20,
like that on the side.
Yeah. So something like that. Yeah. So I mean that would be fire.
Yeah, I'm down with it. Like I said,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think more people will get it that way too. If they did it with the Amazon, I think more people would get the League Pass.
Yeah, I think more people will watch the casual game. I think more people will watch the games that aren't like the major games if they had it on like Amazon and all, but it was just like on the front screen and you just were bored and the NBA game was on. Yeah, it's highlighted. I think they would, but we'll see, bro. I hope they get to an app at some point because I don't know, they got to do something, bro. I love this sport, and I love the Hall of Famers. I love the old guys that call the sports, like pause. I love Shaq, bro. You know how I talk about it all the time, like Shaq, Charles Barkley, all those guys. But I just wish they promoted the game like just in a better way, like highlight what people do special instead of like downing them. Like, bro, you guys weren't perfect either. It's a lot of stuff you guys weren't doing.
Exactly. I was listening. To matter of fact, I was listening to Byron Scott's podcast. He had I listened to that one where he had Magic on there earlier. And Magic was kind of doing that. That's kind of cringing a little bit. Like, Magic, come on, bro. I got to stop doing that, man. You got to stop doing that. And that's why you have that disconnect between the old and the new, which is why you heard Adam Silver say, I wish, these guys would educate more. That's what we want you to do. Because you already know my favorite basketball show was Full Court. That was my favorite show, bro. I watched every episode, and I'm talking about more than once. I just like to listen to those guys talk about the basketball of yesterday to kind of I feel like they're doing more educating in that than they do, on TNT or whatever.
They used to have runs on like NBA TV, like overnight, where they would just continuously run all the open courts, whatever, like that. Bro, I would watch. I would keep watching them over and over again because it was awesome to just get that side of the players.
Yes,
but respect is twofold, bro. It's always twofold. So you got to get the older players to respect the newer players and bring up their, gifts or whatever they do in a new part of the game. And I feel like the newer players would then start to respect the older players the same way. If they do, that's usually in any situation. It's just respect is twofold. If one side isn't doing it, then the other side decides to be rebellious as well. So
facts. We got to come together.
Yes, sir.
Look at my hands, King. Come together.
All right, I'm okay.
All right, y'all. Here we go. Listen, King, what was that brought to you by?
I think it was brought to you by Fanatics.
Oh, okay.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
Yes, sir, man. King, let's go ahead and get to these playoff predictions, the recap, man. Listen, bro, you already know. Playoffs have gone. I'm not gonna lie to you. My picks have throw them out the window. Just ignore my picks. That episode y'all saw of us picking, just ignore that. Okay, that didn't happen. But this is what we mean right here, bro. Listen, I got this one right at least. Indiana and the Pacers. Indiana's up 3-1. Man, the prayers go to Damian Lillard, man. That's damn. Do you think they rushed him back too soon?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know about blood clotting going to that. I think that's just
fluky.
I don't want to say it's just. I think that's just bad luck. I think
that's why I'm asking. I didn't want my mind to go there and be like, oh, I feel like I'm just.
But the clot was in his legs. I don't know, bro. I don't know how that works enough. I'm not good enough in that field, I guess, to know if that blood clot would affect.
No, you need Div for that, bro.
Yeah, I need Div. Shout out to Div, but I don't know. But bro, the series is over. If you just want to get to the point, it's done. Shout out to Dame. Now it's time to start looking about Giannis and seeing about his future. Really, Dame future as well, but Giannis, it's time.
If you had to call it right now, what's up with Giannis?
I told you before. I don't think Giannis stays in Milwaukee. I don't think it is his career in Milwaukee, especially with him winning. When they won that chip, he would have left before. I really think Giannis is about to leave until they got Drew Holiday, and then I really think he was going to come to the Mavericks. It was like they were saying he was going to go to the Mavericks, and then the second time when there was a chance, they got him Damian Lillard or whatever like that. Now Damian Lillard has to stay there, and he's dealing with this. Damian Lillard probably gonna be solved next year.
Now, I'm going to say you're wrong on that because they got Kyle Kuzma, so he's going to stay.
I got you. But, yeah. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis asked for a trade this season, though. Like, after the season over.
That's the rumors going around.
Yeah.
That's the rumors going around, bro. And you can't say they losing because of him.
I don't even think the Bucks fans would be mad. I think they'd be mad, but, like, not at him is what I mean. I'm sorry.
Wait, no. Yeah. I was going to say, I think they'd be mad at the front office.
Yes, I don't think they'd be mad at Giannis is what I mean. I'm sorry.
Just like the Nuggets fans were mad at Calvin Booth in them.
Yes.
So
yeah. But I think that's it though. I don't think the Nuggets. I don't think the Bucks have another move. I think Dame was their all-in move, and they did little moves like Kyle Kuzma and stuff like that. I think they done. I think Giannis might X out, and Giannis not getting any younger, and Giannis been going through injuries and all that. I think
as a matter of fact, ain't Giannis about to be 30?
32, ain't it? 31, 32? Because him and Joker around the same age, right? Because Joker's like 30, right?
Yeah, I think Joker just turned 30 not too long ago.
I think Giannis might be a year older than him or same age, something like that. So, yeah, they're at that point. Him and Anthony Davis, Joker, all them guys are around that same point. So, Embiid too. So, I don't think Giannis just wants one. Like, you feel me? Like, some other people have won and then multiple MVPs and all that. No knock to Joker again and all that. But I feel the drive to get another championship. I feel it more with Giannis than I do with Joker.
Yeah, he playing like he wanted it, man. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and I think Giannis to try to catch up with getting on Joker's level in the final conversation. I think he won another championship because even though what's name got him in 2 MVPs, he got a defensive player of the year and he would have another championship. I
agree. All right, man. The next one up is Cavaliers up 3-0, which is crazy.
That's over. It's over.
Yeah, that's correct. That is now 4-0. They just lost. So
they lost by 53.
Yeah. Bruh. I know we didn't call sweep because we kind of gave Miami the respect, but Jesus, man.
Yeah, we knew what was happening. We said we only gave him respect for that one. We wouldn't be surprised if it was a sweep, bro. If we call it a 5-game, then it could be 4. We said that as well, so I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I think I remember saying the Heat were the best of the worst group as far as the playing teams and all that stuff. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised at all. We ain't really too much to say about that one, bro. It's gonna be interesting offseason for the Heat. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, Pat Riley, man. I mean, how long he got left? I know I seen some Heat fans kind of wondering when he gonna finally step down. So I mean,
think about that. It's getting about that time.
Yeah, it's about that time, bro. It's about that time. I don't know what your brother think, man. Might want to ask him, see what he think. But yeah,
I think he
it's
said the
about
same
that
thing.
time.
You think maybe they should do the Eric Spoelstra route and do the Pat Riley route? Like Eric Spoelstra maybe try to
Move
kind
him
of
up,
like Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens.
Yeah, like move him up and then brings another coach in.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? He do be developing these guys.
That's what I'm saying. And he done moved up the totem pole. You feel me? Like,
I mean, ain't that what they did to Pat Riley?
that's
Like you said.
yeah.
So
Other
I
than
mean,
playing.
Yeah, other than playing, yeah. Because Pat Riley pretty much did that with that same exact route, which is why he hired Eric Spoelstra, because he saw a lot of him in Eric Spoelstra. So,
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't hurt. I mean, he knows the organization. He's been there long enough to kind of know.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
thinking.
he keep the DNA of the organization and all that stuff. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I would have to ask Miami Heat fans how they feel, but if you asking me from the outside looking in, I wouldn't be mad at that, bro.
Or he can do, I mean, maybe, I don't know if it's a new day and age if you still can do both, but maybe do both until you're ready to give up your coaching position, like a Greg Popovich.
So I don't know if so many people still do that.
I don't think nobody. That's what I'm saying. Greg
Yeah.
Popovich, Pat Riley with guys that did that kind of stuff. But, I mean, Eric Spoelstra's supposed to be a different type of dude. You feel me? So, if somebody else can do it, maybe Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, I can see it, bro. I can see Eric Spoelstra doing it. Now that you mention it. All right, man. What we got next, King? We got the Knicks and the Pistons. I was off by this. I was wrong. Dang it. I like the Pistons though, man. The Pistons got a future. There's some things they need to clean up. Listen, they got a low payroll.
You said Tim Hardaway Jr.?
No, not Tim. Contract extension. Listen. I think ever since people were questioning, Karl Anthony Towns and all that, a lot of people was questioning Bronson's flopping. I mean, they stepped up ever since then. 1-2 in a row. They're up 3-1. So,
last one. I mean, they barely won the last one, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I mean, but that's what
good teams do. You're right. I mean,
good teams and veteran teams. You know what I'm saying? They know those certain things or whatever. They've been there before. Pistons are still young, bro. You could tell by a lot of the mistakes and stuff they're making during the game. It's like, yo, we just glad we're here type thing. Now, next year, depending on how they make their moves and what moves they make, we're going to expect you to do some different things next year. I'm not saying you're going to win a championship. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you're going to have to take that next step, especially if you got a guy like Cade as your centerpiece.
I picked New York in 6, right? I think I did.
Yes.
I think it still might go 6.
Oh, okay.
That closeout game going to be – so the difference is, like, usually in closeout games, when you go against, like, a trash team or you get it done and all that stuff, I don't think they're that far away from each other. I think that, like I said, New York just won that last game, like, at the end. I think Detroit may come out there, and I still wouldn't be surprised to go 7, tell you the truth. But I think Detroit can win more games.
I think it's what you said. I think you said 7.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 7. If Detroit wins tomorrow, they play tomorrow, right? If Detroit wins tomorrow, would you be surprised to go 7?
They play tomorrow. No.
So that means they would have won. Tomorrow's in New York. So if they win in New York, they would go to Detroit again before going to New York one more time.
Okay. Everything got to go right for Detroit, man.
They got to win tomorrow. I'm saying if they win tomorrow, New York can close them tomorrow, obviously. But if they won tomorrow, I could see it going 7. I still got New York. I'm still gonna pick New York. But I could see it going 7 if they win tomorrow. If it go 3,
so you saying
go back to Detroit.
So you saying they gonna win 3? Oh no, you said it 7. New York is 7.
Yeah, they go win 2 in a row. But I would say it ends tomorrow though because it's in New York. But if Detroit wins though, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I still don't think they win the series though, bro. I think you're done with that.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win the series, bro. Let me see. Celtics. We got the Celtics up 3-1 against the Orlando Magic. Paulo played well, man, that last game. Like he played like he wasn't ready to go home. But
it's Boston, bro.
yeah, it might be it, bro. Matter of fact, we'll see. See, first 2 in Boston.
Yeah, they in Boston again.
So they back in Boston. Okay.
If like I said, bro, we said Boston does play with their fools sometimes. People said that Orlando couldn't win 1 game. I said, I said Boston in 6, I think, again, right? I think so. Get to 6 and then we see what happens. It's not out the realm that can go 6. Like,
Yeah, I think we
Orlando
both said
could win
6
this
on that
game
one.
and they can go 6. Like people was calling us crazy and all. There's no way and all that. So, I mean, I was still leaning the Celtics because they at home and all that. But
Right.
all Orlando got to do is win one more just to make the prediction correct. So, yeah, I mean, they won one already against the Celtics. Good job, Orlando.
When they weren't supposed to win.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, man. Look, we got next, King. It's over. OKC sweeps the Grizzlies.
You know, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
This series might still be going on if Ja Morant was still there.
You think so?
So I think they do. I don't think they lose that, was it 20-something point lead or whatever, because they lost it right when Ja got out the game. They were cooking it when Ja was in the game. And then they lost that last game barely. When Ja wasn't there or whatever, wasn't able to play. So I told people when OKC won the first two, I didn't think Memphis was out of it because Memphis didn't play at home yet. Like I was like, you got to play at home still. Like it don't matter. Your job is to try to split. If you don't, go take care of your home court. And
what's that saying? It's not a series until
series doesn't start until the home team loses a game.
Yeah, something like that.
Loses a game. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I felt like. But it's over though. Once Ja Morant went out, obviously it was a wrap, and that's the way it went.
Now, here's the question: what are the Grizzlies going to do this offseason, King? Listen, you got your big three is Ja, Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Somebody got to be gone.
So you think somebody going to be gone?
I think I don't know, they might do an oddball because somebody a curveball. They saying Desmond Bane might be traded. But I think you keep Desmond Bane. You got to decide between Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant. But I really think if you really want to go serious, I trade both of them. But that's just me finding a new coach and all that, and just trade both of them and get just get a bunch of picks and all that right now. But you got to decide what you're gonna do with the money,
bro.
Like,
listen,
if you do that, you get a bunch of money.
If you do that, that means that whole grit and grind era is completely gone.
It's been gone. This ain't grit and grind.
Okay.
This ain't grit and grind. This back to the grind or whatever they call it. This ain't no grit and grind, bro. This ain't Zach Randolph and what's his name? Gasol.
Well, I was watching the video.
Marc Gasol and them.
Yeah, I was watching the video yesterday. They said the grit and grind era ended when they let Dylan Brooks go. They said he was a heart and soul for the team. I was like, man, you know what?
When the last time you felt like the Grizzlies was like this ridiculous defensive team? All right.
I just thought I always thought they were just like
they were young. They were upcoming. You feel me? They had a little defense, had a little offense, but I didn't feel like they were like
had some depth on the team and all that.
I didn't feel like they would have back to the grind. The grind was like they could score and all that on this team at times. The grind was when you play defense and just beat people down and you can grind through a low game or whatever. You feel me? Get 90-something points and hold another team to 80-something points. That was the grind for me. That was the Zebo and what's his name? Tony Allen. Yeah, Mike Conley, and all them guys. Yeah. So
James Posey.
Yep. But
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Grizzlies look completely different next year. Also going to depend too what coach they get, what kind of style they want to play and all that stuff. So that's going to be interesting, bro.
Yeah. That's
going to be the team to look out for, man, this summer. All right, King, this game is going on right now. You got Golden State and the Rockets. I think we both said we had Golden State. We kind of were trying to find ways to pick the Rockets, but that ain't the case, man. Right now, the Warriors are winning by 3, so
they're going back and forth. Rockets was just up for a second.
Yeah, they've been going back and forth. It's been real close. I'm
gonna pick the Warriors. I'm gonna pick the Rockets still win this game. I'm gonna still have it going 6. The Warriors winning the 6.
So they win today. What's that? That's 3-1.
Actually, even if they lose today, though, they go back to Houston next.
Oh, yeah, they go back to Houston. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 6. I'm gonna stick with Golden State in 6.
Yep.
That was one of the ones I needed to see with the Rockets how they would look, because I think we both was kind of saying like, man, the Rockets are like a young team. They pretty much overachieved this year, so we had to see how they were gonna kind of handle being in the playoffs. And they got a lot of young players, bro. They got a lot of they got veterans on the team, but it's like it's hard to really. So, dang, I don't want to sound blasphemous, man. 'Cause I know Marcel will probably hear this. They're young players. So the Rockets are good when Jalen Green is good.
Yes.
Jalen Green has to be on.
Yeah.
We saw what happened when he struggled in those first 2 games. It was Trizash. The game he went off on, that's the game they won.
Yep.
So it's like night and day. It depends on what Jalen Green does. And I'm going to say this. I don't want nobody to kill me, okay? Jalen Green is more in the vein to me of like a Tyler Hero or somebody where he's more of a gunner, a 6-man, a Ty Lue type player. You need somebody else to play that second fiddle or maybe first fiddle to Şengün. Like you need somebody more consistent guy at the wing position, bro, for that team to thrive. So
I don't know, bro.
You're putting a lot on this man's plate for him to be that consistent threat from the outside to create pressure on defenses, bro. Because he's kind of one dimensional, bro. You know what I mean?
I think
he doesn't add another dimension. It's kind of
yeah, but no. I understand what you're saying, but he a 2 guard and he not undersized though, so that's why I'm like, I think the issue is they got two number 2s or number 3s, whatever they are between Şengün and Jalen Green. Probably both are the same as far as
Şengün is probably a 2.
I don't think Şengün will
gonna get killed for that too.
I don't think he is though. Şengün not a 1. Şengün. He's not. He's going to be compared with like Domantas Sabonis, trying to be better than him. That's going to be his level as far as that level.
Or like a Vujacic or somebody.
No, he's better than Vujacic.
Shots fired.
But yeah, I just think they don't have their number 1, so they have to decide their pecking order still. And,
which is why the rumors of KD.
Don't get KD.
I'm not saying get him.
About to say, but KD going to ruin. If you want to keep Jalen Green, KD going. I think that's it.
So no, what you're saying, if you want to keep Jalen Green, don't add him to the team. Bars. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't add him to the team. I really feel that way. But that's the thing. They rely on Jalen Green because when Jalen Green cooking, bro, Jalen Green look nice. Like Jalen Green look like one of them top 2 guards you see back in the day and all that stuff. You feel me? Like it's like he don't bring enough defensively though. I don't want him to be Zach LaVine. If that makes it like, but I think he impacts winning more than Zach LaVine as far as like his plus minus numbers and like I think maybe he better than Zach LaVine at that point. Zach LaVine not the highest at that, bro. And I don't have a problem with Zach LaVine. I used to be a huge fan of Zach LaVine, especially when he was on Minnesota. I thought they had a team that's like the future. I thought they had the future, bro. When they had LaVine, Wiggins, and Cat, I was like, bro, they about to be there. But then they went to Jimmy Butler experience, and that all changed. Shout out to Jimmy Butler though for helping that 1 year. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna go with the Warriors still to turn it back around. Full circle. Still win at 6 though. I'm still go 6.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Shoot, the Warriors, if the Rockets win a day, it might go 7 again. Because then the next game in Houston.
The Warriors steady moving that lead up.
Well, then probably not.
This the game, King.
This
Lakers in Minnesota. Minnesota up 3-1.
Yeah. Couple things about this one. First and foremost, I thought Jackson Hayes was going to be something that they were going to be able to use after the trade deadline, just because of the I guess the floor raising ability of his teammates. So I thought, Jackson Hayes is going to give you something. I always said I didn't think he'd be as good as Derek Lively, but I thought he'd give you something. And JJ Redick has lost all faith in him. He was good at the beginning when they first got the trade done, but then afterwards, like towards the end of the season, he started losing faith in him, and now like there's nothing. So with that being said, like they have no center play at all. Their best center right now is LeBron James, and that's not good. Second thing, and these 2 things that I actually worried about beforehand. One, Austin Reeves. I told you this is a different. Austin Reeves was supposed to be playing for his job this year, and he ain't even been good enough. They got this guy out there. I know they talk about Luka's defense and all. He's not always playing the greatest defense, but bro, the way they got to hide Austin Reeves, like it has to expose Luka because Austin Reeves is out there playing like a safety center at times, and it's just like when somebody gets to the rim past somebody else, you got Austin Reeves in front of you. nothing stops it. He's not a good perimeter defender. I mean, a good interior defender either. Like, there's no reason on defense to play him. That's why I thought he was always a 6-man. I think we both said that. But he, I think the Lakers might have hurt his value with these playoffs when they could have got a bunch. THT all over again. I keep yelling with them. The Lakers, like, bro, go when you got the chance to get all that, and they will not shoot that shot, bro. But that was one of the things I worried about, and he's like not looking well or not looking good this playoff. So I don't know what's going to happen with Austin Reeves, but I'm not going to count out LeBron and Luka because if they can win a couple games, it could be them. Their next game is in LA, so win one in LA, and we'll see where you go. But the other problem is, I talk about it with Mavericks fans I used to all the time, and they talk about Jason Kidd in the regular season and how much you hate him and all that stuff. And I used to always say, well, he shows up in the playoffs, so. And we're like, well, you won't win the playoffs. And I'm like, the object of the game is to win. If he's showing up in the playoffs, you got to accept that he's showing up in the playoffs and he's doing stuff for you in the playoffs. JJ Redick has looked suspect in these playoffs so far being a coach, bro. And I'm not saying he can't be better and all. He still is a rookie coach and all, but playing your players, all your lineup the whole second half, so they have no energy going into the fourth quarter. The coach of the Timberwolves, Justin, he's not relying on Rudy Gobert at the end. Something you cannot rely on Rudy Gobert in a series with Luka Doncic. Naz Reid comes in the game fresh at the end and like closes the door and is knocking down clutch buckets and all that. So I don't know. JJ got to do something, bro, but it's not looking good for the Lakers. I'm not gonna lie, I would choose Minnesota right now, but I got it at least going 6. I think the Lakers gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, bro. Because you said some things I was going to say. So listen, I'm with you. We kind of was like, oh, remember everybody was talking about Jackson Hayes was the second coming and all that stuff for Kareem and all that because he had Luka and LeBron. We kind of said this. I even said this during watching those games. Like, this ain't the team right here. It's not the team yet. They still got some other piece that they need for this team. I've said this before. They definitely need some center play, bro. They got to get better shooting around Luka and LeBron, bro. They got to get more consistent shooting around Luka and LeBron. I'm gonna harp on this again, because I'm gonna save Luka and LeBron for last. I'm gonna harp on this again. I've said this about Austin Reeves a million times. I think we've even told some of our Laker friends about this. I've said this. I don't feel like Austin Reeves is a third option. I've been saying that. I said that before this playoff started. I've said it before during the season or whatever. I wasn't sold on Austin Reeves being a third option. Even when we had guys sitting there telling us he was better than Kyrie and all that, I didn't. I was not sold on that, bro. You're not consistent enough to be that third option. Hell, you could have just kept Kyle Kuzma for that.
Yeah. He's not consistent enough doing anything. You feel what I'm saying? Be, and he's trash on one side of the ball court, and then he's not consistent enough on the other side.
Exactly. Yeah, so what does that mean, King? You are a
negative.
No, I would say you're a liability.
Oh, well, you are that too. You're a Tim Hardaway Jr. You say.
Facts. But listen, yes, like you said, JJ's getting that coach right now. I'm not mad about that. You know, not every coach gonna come in here and automatically get it. That's fine. Hell, for them to be where they at right now, that's a good thing for JJ, man. I think that builds confidence for them moving forward. But this team ain't ready yet, bro. To be honest with you, you know, from what we've seen so far in this series, I mean, it was a miracle they got the one win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They fumbled down the end of the stretch in that last game. They could have won that game. It was some questionable turnovers and stuff, questionable calls or whatever. Luka and LeBron got to do better. You know, I'm not talking about just scoring, bro. I'm not talking about just scoring. It's just, I can't say it out of character. It's just like, it's those cases where you should know better. Y'all been in these situations a gajillion times. We've seen y'all come through in these situations a gajillion times. It's like you know what's on the line. Why are you doing this right now, right? And to me, King, I know you said you know they playing well together. I still don't see the LeBron Luka fit as far as like Luka and Kyrie look a whole lot better together. I'm not trying to go that route. I'm just saying like they looked a whole lot better together, and I think that's because Kyrie's primary goal was to score. Mm-hmm. Second primary goal was to facilitate, be a ball handler. Mm-hmm. You got two guys whose primary goal is to facilitate on top of scoring. So you both have the same, the same goal or the same
mindset.
what's the word? Mindset or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the exact same. You need one of those guys to step back and be one of the other, and the other guy be one of the other. Like you need one of them to be that guy, or like the facilitator, and the other guy be the scorer, or vice versa. It needs to be that way. Both of y'all can't be that. I know we live in a time now where you need multiple ball handlers. I get that. Like I said, Luke and Kyrie were both ball handlers, but we knew what his job was when he was out there with Luka. You know what I'm saying? We need you to help us score. Yes, your job to score. If you can facilitate when things break down or whatever, yes. But your first job is to score.
Couple things. I agree with what you're saying, but I also want to throw this caveat. This is Luka and Kyrie first season. So remember when Kyrie got there, the games are trying to play there and looking like, oh, Luka and Kyrie don't mesh. They just made the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? As far as the Lakers and all that, like this is that season for them. Secondly, I do think they need that's what an off season will put you together as far as knowing positioning and knowing what everybody do so that it's not clicking 100% yet. They're basically playing off of their IQ. That's what they're doing right now. They don't know each other yet. They're playing off IQ. And what was the third thing I wanted to say? They got to get guys beside them. That's why what you said earlier, you got to get shooters and guys like they need a Colin Sexton on that team. You feel me? Or they need somebody, if they're not gonna have Austin Reeves be on the bench, like Austin Reeves need to be off the bench. It's just a bucket off the bench. They need shooters 3-and-D guys beside LeBron and Luka, and then get them a center. They need a center. That's dumb that they don't have a center, bro. Like you got LeBron and Luka without a center. Yeah, like that's what's going to happen. They don't have a center. So they need somebody that can take pressure off of them when they drive into the basket because there's no lob threat. Right. Think about it. It's no lob threat for Luka to throw the ball to or nothing like that. So it's just not the team is nasty right now.
Then on top of that, no, this is going to be blasphemous too. I'm getting ready for the comment section on this one. They need to slide LeBron down to a third option, bro. They need a second option. LeBron needs to be that third option because it does a lot of things. For one, it takes more pressure off of him. I feel like without the pressure on LeBron, he's definitely going to step up because it's going to be easier for him. Two, that also keeps him fresher. That's why I say you need somebody else other than Austin Reeves. You need Luka to be your one. You need your two, and then maybe moving LeBron to the three. But LeBron about to be 41. We're asking too much of him to constantly be that guy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be best if he slid down to a Klay Thompson role. I'm not saying, I say Klay Thompson role, I want people to, you will just go 14 points. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you want to make the game easier for him because if the game is easier for him, that makes everybody else better.
So I wouldn't say he has to be a number 3. I don't think he got to be the second leading scorer, though.
Right.
So I don't know if he got to be a number 3. So if the Lakers, and I'm using this as an example because he's not good enough defensively, they got an Anthony Simons in their starting lineup. That would help the Lakers. You feel me? Like that would be another guy to go get a bucket and all that stuff. But you want him to be a little bit better defensively and all. Guy that can get you 20 points or whatever like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a guy that can do things. They need a guy that can get them 20. I told you, I would have traded. They need a center, but how to trade Austin Reeves for Cam Johnson, man. Defensive side of the basketball, a guy that can play defense for you, a guy that can knock down shots, do a little bit of creation on his own. Not as good playmaking and all, but you got Luke and LeBron. That's what I'm saying. Austin Reeves don't got to be playmaking. Like, bro, just make buckets. That's not your job. That's their job. And then you got him to play defense and all, but you need a center. They have no. It hurts Luka when he doesn't have a center. Like that's what he asked for forever because it takes away from his game. The way he slows down and play, like the way he moves, it causes double teams. And then it should open up a center to get an easy lob or whatever like that. When you don't have anybody right there, then people are like shading off of you because they know you got Dodo down there. And then if Dodo catches the ball, I can just collapse back to him quick enough. He's not a center or something. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just not the same. So they got to get him help. And I don't want to say just get him help because I don't want to become like the LeBron get him help thing and all that. But they need a center. They at least need a center. They need go get your boy. What's his name from Indiana? Go get Miles Turner, man. Yeah. Go get Miles Turner. Do not miss out on Miles Turner this time. This is the time. Get him.
I agree. All right, man. And last but not least, We got the Nuggets and the Clippers, man. It's tied 2-2. This should have been 3-1, but it is what it is.
I ain't gonna say it should have been 3-1. It should have been. Oh, it should have went in OT though. That basket shouldn't have counted. But I went Nuggets because I'm going with the best player in the world to get out of the first round still. Kawhi got to stay healthy, bro.
You saying he's gonna beat his first? You saying he's gonna beat his first 50-win team? You trying to tell me?
Let me ask you this. And I want you to keep it real. Has the Joker looked better in the regular season, in the playoffs, or worse in the playoffs than they looked in the regular season?
He looked worse in the playoffs.
All right, that's all. So you say he regular 30, 10, and 10 in the playoffs. The regular season, but okay, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Have we not seen this before?
Okay, I'm just saying, but
they
try blaming on everybody else. I was told, you feel me? It's basically
that's what I was told
team,
too.
And everybody, hey,
I
Aaron
remember
Gordon
those
can barely
series.
jump and all that, but I saw Aaron Gordon just have a game-winning put-back dunk. You feel me? That's what they tried.
I remember them series when your boy Murray was carrying the team, bro, and dropping them back-to-back 50s. I remember that.
I told you, like you said earlier. Who did you say earlier was you said Jalen Green? As the Rockets go as far as Jalen Green go, the Nuggets go as far as Jamal Murray go.
That's why they were kind of nervous when he got hurt. Remember?
Yep. The Nuggets go as far as Jamal Murray go. Or as far as Jamal Murray take him.
You sure you got the right name?
I'm sure. Like Joker might be the best player, but Jamal Murray is like the guy that got to get him over the top.
Dynasty, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's what I told you all the time. Whenever you have, I don't care what you do in the regular season. You know my time. The real season begins. It was just before I had that on there. Like, it's the playoffs. When you put something up in the regular season, that's your standard now. I need you. You play more minutes in the playoffs. I need you to increase everything.
Matter of fact, what's that saying? Something are made in the regular season, but legends are made in the playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah. Names are made in the regular season, but legends are made in the playoffs.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah. But yeah, man, that's all the playoff series so far, man. I still got the Clippers winning the series, by the way.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah. So you ready to get to the next segment, bro?
I am. But before you do next game, decide the winner. So you think next game decides the winner? Whoever goes up 3-2.
Who are they going? Clippers. Are they going back to Denver?
Denver. Yep. Or you don't think the Clippers have to win that one?
Yes, I think the next one decides.
The next one decides. I think the same thing too.
Yeah.
I think Game 5 is how we're gonna win it.
Because it would have been no. I think it's gonna sound blasphemous. I think it's a lot of pressure on the Clippers to win this game.
Yeah, because they let that other one go away. So they should have been 3-1, and then I don't know, but Kawhi playing like he mad about that 3-1. It's really good. Come down to it ain't even Kawhi. It's James Harden, bro. I don't trust. That's why I did not go with the Clippers, because I don't trust James Harden, bro. Like,
remember, I asked you. I said, King, listen to me. Listen to me.
James Harden, man.
Are we going to get? I know he 35 or whatever it is. Are we going to get a different James Harden? Is he going to finally step up? Because guess what? You are believe it or not, you are the second option.
Yeah, he is.
You are the second most important person behind Kawhi right now. You have to step up.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game that was. He went ballistic in one of them games. I think it was game 3.
Yeah.
It was game 3 he went off. But yeah, like I said, bro, he gotta come on, James. You gotta shed that reputation, bro. And this right now, just imagine if he did this against the Joker. Like you said, quote unquote, best player in the league or whatever. Like, you do that against him, man. That's gonna take a lot of pressure off your back. Just get over the hump of beating this guy. This guy's a limit. You don't tell him what you can do after that.
It's not though. He gotta do more than that. But I get what you're saying as far as I would like him to go do that. But
hey, I'm saying baby steps.
Yeah, I know baby steps. You got to crawl before you walk. But exactly. I just feel like I can't trust James Harden, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like at some point it's gonna be like, yo, James Harden, he's just gonna have a dud. And you're like, yo, what is going on? And it might be the next game, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
God dang it.
That's how James Harden is, man. I don't know what it is.
You gotta be relied on.
If he was like the third or fourth option, like if Paul George was there and Paul George was still healthy and Kawhi was healthy now and it had James Harden the third option, like, I'd be like, okay, it's a different story. Like let's rock. Like they can do this. James Harden just really being the point guard. He don't really got to score that much. He probably get you 20 at the most. Probably less than that. You can still rock. Right now, though, James Harden still relied upon to be that guy to get you buckets and all, make decisions in crucial situations with the ball in his hand. Pause. I'm always scared, bro.
Trying to make me change my answer. I see what you're doing.
Nah, that's okay.
I guess I believe in Kawhi. I saw what he did in game 1. I'm stupid.
I don't believe in this either. I ain't gonna lie to you either, bro. Like it's a lot of things in the Clippers. It's just the same things, man. I'm like,
can you hold on for just at least this one series, Kawhi?
The longer the series go, the more I'm worried.
He got to end this in 16, bro. Can't go 7.
Yeah, that's why he's supposed to win game 4.
Game 4, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and turn the page over, man, to the next segment, man. We're gonna get ready to start this, but first, King, pause. Your boy at it again, King. Your boy is at it again. I told you we're gonna start making this segment the Rashad McCants segment. Y'all, this is what he said now.
Factor this in. I got 15 in the first. That was easy. I can get 81.
What 81 you talking about?
Kobe's 81.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCants.
Kobe's 81. Kobe's 81.
We appreciate
Kobe's 81.
Out the mud. Zach Randolph, Rashad McCants, Cemetery Lane. We did it. Out the mud.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna take it away. He got paused with that one. You ever notice how everybody? You think he realizes that people aren't laughing with him? You think he's smart enough to understand that people aren't laughing with him because,
I was wondering, is he serious when he say stuff? Because I was trying to look at his facial expressions. I'm like, is he really being serious?
Is he like, does he just doing it for like, you feel me, like
reaction,
or is he like, does he really? I think he really does think this. I think because remember, this is what type he was supposed to be a bucket and all that. He was supposed to be a higher draft pick. I think, like he said, I can get 15 first quarter. That makes it easy. Like, bro, you still playing minutes. That ain't how the human body works. Like, you still to be able to put up shots and be able to do that, you get tired. It's a muscle that you're using over and over again. Like this dude, I don't even think that way. That's what shows you kind of like why he only played in the league for 4 years. Not to be disrespectful to him, but like everything he says, bro, like the tarnish, bro. The highest you averaged in your career, would you say 14, bro?
14-9.
14, and then he averaged that double digits one time in his career. Like, come on, bro, chill. Like, stop doing this to yourself. And shout out to before you even talk, bro. Like, let me add this to it because we couldn't add it on there because it wasn't no talk. It was just all play, and we wouldn't get a copyright strike or whatever. But your boy Brandon Jennings talking about he gonna cook. What's his name? Patrick Beverly,
yeah.
Jeff Teague, and all that. Jeff Teague was a multi-time All-Star, still hooping and all that. Pat Beverly just got done hooping and all. And I just watched this dude, what's his name? Brandon Jennings go up against, I think, some dude from college or something like that and get cooked. Like the dude was going off and was cooking him. He couldn't do nothing. Couldn't play defense. Couldn't catch his breath. He started playing dirty and all that. Pause, man. Like, chill. You had your time. You did what you did. Brandon Jennings was a great high school player. He went overseas and all, got his name together and all that, and then had a great rookie year. Did some amazing things. Had some injuries and situations happen. You're never going to see, like, Grant Hill would never yell he's better than Michael Jordan. It don't matter. He was a what if, and we know what Grant Hill was and the potential he had, but stuff happened. You're not better than Michael. Grant would never say he's better than Kobe. You feel me? Because you're not. That's the situations are the situations. The Rashad McCants situations weren't even injuries. Rashad McCants situations are more of a what's that? Michael Beasley. You feel me? Like Michael Beasley. I was telling somebody else, Joel, before, shout out to one of our guys, but talking about Michael Beasley, how he used to cook Bron and Kevin Durant and all on one-on-one. That don't mean he's a better player than them. You feel me? Like he's not a better NBA player. No, he ever be a better NBA player than those guys. And he got to pause, bro, because back to Rashard McCants. Like Rashard McCants wasn't a good NBA player. Sorry, he wasn't.
Bro, we already cooked this dude, man. We already cooked this dude, man. Like I'm with you. I think I don't even listen. I pray this guy don't mean what he's. I hope he don't think he's serious about what he's saying.
I think
bro.
he does.
I think
bro. You see, he carry the crown. Like he holds that crown. It ain't about playing and being like on a name and all. I mean, I'm not even saying against it. Like he shouldn't believe he's a brother. He should be a king and all that. But you see what he's doing, bro. He's obnoxious. I don't know what he think, bro. Like he look like a guy with muscles that you want to take a pen and just pop it. Like you feel me, like
bro. You know what was crazy, bro? They were laughing at him. In the background, had the whole people in the background laughing, bro. Like, you know, he'd be a pretty good stand-up comedian. All you gotta do is just say, "Man, I was better than Kobe" or something. Just say something crazy like he always say, bro. On the stand-up comedy shows, heaps.
Told you, I wasn't the biggest DeMarcus Cousins fan because I didn't technically like the way he played and all, but when he called him out, though, I was like, "Thank you, DeMarcus Cousins, bro." That was
bro. I told you, I tweeted that. I said, "Bro, DeMarcus Cousins, all of us."
Hey, like DeMarcus Cousins, he understand who he was in the league and all that stuff. Like DeMarcus Cousins, his career was cut short, basically. So he's a what if in a way and all that. He's way better than Rashard McCants. And like he said to him, like, bro, I used to play against you. Like, you say 50,
he said, bro, I played
25, average 25. When you mean 15,
yeah, Rashard, I played against you. What that mean?
He said I played against you too, Big L and all that stuff. Like you not Big L. Big L, bro. And Big L not that great, not to disrespect Big L, but he was an all-star. You feel what I'm saying? Like he was a borderline all-star guy. You were nowhere near that.
Are you sure the way you talking, bro? I thought he was.
Nowhere near that, bro. His career highlight is the big three.
Hold on, why he got a crown on his head though?
His career highlight is the big three, and shout out to him. The reason why he was so fresh in the big three is because he only played 4 years in the NBA. Sorry.
Well, shout out to Rashard McCants, man. But yeah, he got a pause.
He'll be nice in 21.
Yeah, man. But listen, what was that brought to you by, King?
Shout out to Playback. Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite app, Playback. Back to the show.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely appreciate y'all, man, joining us for another episode of Cap and Crown, man. Listen, if you're new to the channel, into NBA content, man, NBA conversations, you're in the right place, whether it be new or old. Simply hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, too, everybody get them likes up for us tonight. Help us build that algorithm back up, man, to find more NBA fans like yourselves to join us here. We will be back here on Wednesday, y'all, so y'all can join us here for another episode on Wednesday. Also, too, we also have our members only on Fridays. If you want to become a member of the channel, simply hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button, man, and join us here on Friday mornings as we conversate with the members of the channel. And we do that every Friday morning for the members, y'all. Also, too, you can follow me on my other channel, Cuz We Geeked, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We're going to try to get a show in this weekend. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, we got my uncle's funeral and all that stuff this weekend. So we're going to see how that goes. We're going to try to get a show in this weekend, man. So, but still, follow us on Cuz We Geek, man. Help us get that channel going. Like I said, we talk about all things DC, Marvel, Star Wars, you name it, man. We talk about all that over there. So join us over there. Kings, anything I'm missing?
Appreciate everybody in the comments. I see you over there. See you, Jet, Div, Babe, everybody. I think D-Star was there too. But share, everybody. Help us out to our next goal of 5K. Continue to like the show, please. The likes are very, 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 very important. If you want us to get our numbers back up, if you want folks to see us, shout out to Div. He asked us earlier, how can we get more exposure and all that? Because we need it, because he said we have great basketball minds. I appreciate you, Div. You got to like the video. You can dislike the video. If we had 1,000 dislikes, people would see us. You just need to give us like some type of thumbs up, thumbs down, something, whatever. Please do that. Also, follow me on my other channel real quick. We Talk Combats. We started Sunday. You can check out our first show. We had basically a pilot to understand the format and all. The show was like an hour and a half almost. We talked about WrestleMania, Raw, and SmackDown. myself, my baby Queen, my brother Travis, and my homeboys Justin and Devin. We did it. Well, Devin wasn't able to be there, but we did a good job. I thought we'll be doing it again this Sunday, talking about Raw and SmackDown, which came up the past Raw and an upcoming SmackDown. And other than that, I appreciate y'all. And we'll be talking about ball with y'all again, pause on Wednesday.
Yes, sir, man. Listen, like I said, we'll be back here on Wednesday, guys. Join us here for another episode, man. Episode 12. No Dwight Howard. We will be back here on Wednesday, y'all. So there you go, guys. You already know what the saying is. Kept a crap.